This is our first time sailing on the Margaritaville at sea, and it is the smallest cruise ship that we have ever been on. I'm gonna take you on a quick tour. Starting on deck number 5 is where guest services is located and is the place where you'll enter the ship and be greeted by this giant flip-flop. While this cruise ship is definitely not incredibly new, it has been repurposed a couple of times by a couple of different cruise lines. There has been some updates in the furnishings, and then a lot of the reviews that I saw online I felt were excessively negative in comparison to our experience. We didn't expect a whole lot when we were coming on board because of those negative reviews. I say that because one of the reviews that we saw had highlighted all of the wear and tear on the furniture, and I expected that to be evident everywhere. There are actually comfortable seating areas on deck number 5, but there is some wear and tear on some of the furniture there that I noticed, but only like on a couple of chairs, and it was probably just because of the upholstery fabric that was chosen. But frankly, everything else is in pretty decent condition on this floor. And other than a small chapel, the rest of floor number 5 is staterooms. Floor number 6 is staterooms. Floor number 7 is staterooms. Then floor number 8 is home to the conference center. It's also home to the Parakeets Kids Club, the Stars on the Water Theater. This far I saw a show there on the way over to Freeport, and the one drawback that I had was that the speakers were entirely too loud. So I'm gonna try this time to sit in a section where the speakers would not be directly blasting in my ears, and maybe that'll be better. I'll show you the world. Take you to paradise. So I really enjoyed that show. I think it was called Caribbean Beat, and all of the songs throughout the show were inspired by different islands throughout the Caribbean. Also, I did find that if you can arrive early enough to get a seat far away from the speakers and not necessarily directly in front of them, then it's definitely much easier to enjoy the show. It was not quite as loud this evening. There's also an arcade, which our kids absolutely loved. And there's Euphoria, which is a lounge. Euphoria is located basically at the center of the ship, and there are a lot of seating areas there. I found that a lot of people found that a great place to meet up together before heading into the main dining room for the evening. There are also a lot of activities which take place there. And they also play a lot of videos of Jimmy Buffett concerts. And there's this game room, sort of library area where there are some tables and different things, so maybe you could get some work done here. In the aft part of the ship, you'll find the JWB Prime Steakhouse and Finn's Dining, which serves as the main dining room on the ship. And we actually were surprised that this even existed. For some reason, we thought that the only dining on the ship was the buffet, but actually there is the Finn's Dining Room, which is included with your fare. On the first night, Pierce and I enjoyed a little father-son outing where we reviewed the main dining room together. We got the Florida Hush Puppies for the appetizer.
The Hush Puppies.
Want to try the sauce? Is this sauce spicy? How's your hot dog coming, bud? It's hot. So I got the jerk chicken with some rice. I already messed up the rice. It was nice and round. And then Pierce took some of the yucca already. I guess he didn't care for it that much, so he put it back.
I don't like it.
Okay. The key lime sponge cake. Yummy! Deck number 9 and the aft part of the ship is home to the casino and the Keys on the Water dueling piano bar. At the center of Deck 9, you'll find a few additional dining options and some shopping. There's Frank and Lola's Pizzeria and Margaritaville Coffee Shop. Deck number 10 is home to the Port of Indecision Buffet. Now, on other cruise ships that we've been on, we've noticed that usually there is some section of the buffet that is continually operating throughout the entire day. But on this particular cruise ship, we noticed that when they do the turnaround between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they shut down the entire buffet, clear everything out, clean everything up, and then start bringing the food back out. The one thing that does continue to run throughout the entire day is the Cheeseburger and Paradise Burger Bar. It is located in the aft part of the ship on the same deck.
All right, what you got?
I have a bunless burger
All
and
right.
a squirt of ketchup. The team club is tucked away just inside the entrance to the Port of Indecision buffet. I did notice that there are some suites that are located on this floor, and God bless the poor souls who sleep here because the pool deck is located just above head. So be sure to take a look at your room location on the ship and see what kinds of noisy things might happen to be nearby. Deck number 10 is the License to Chill deck, which is home to the pool. There's a family pool at the center of the ship. And there's an adults only pool and hot tubs in the back of the ship. The Saint Somewhere Spa is located in the forward part of the ship. Deck number 11 is mostly just a walkable area that offers panoramic views of the scenery as you sail. There is a pickleball court at the forward part of the ship. And at the very pinnacle of the ship is an 18+ club. It's called the Hemisphere Nightclub, and I don't know what they do here at night, but during the day it's nice and quiet up here. And during this sailing, we sailed in a standard stateroom, so here is a standard stateroom tour. There happen to be bunk beds, and the kids are super excited about that.
We're excited about that.
The room is pretty straightforward. I actually think that I like the decor. It feels very tropical. I mean, it's not what I would want at my house, but it makes the ship feel fun. So there's a closet right here. And we have the hangers and put our luggage on top there. And then there are drawers. All right, and then the other side of the closet is just an open space. There's another cabinet. There's also a drawer with a Daewoo hair dryer. Of course, a Gideon Bible. And then some additional drawers. Oh, somebody's shoes. I'm gonna deliver these shoes to the stateroom attendant. And then here is the mini fridge. And then of course, water and wine available, but we won't be using either. And then there's sort of a vanity table here. There's a bench right there. I noticed that this one is a little bit loose, so probably would not hold luggage if we were not careful to not put stuff on top of it. And then also there is another closet over on this side, and Vivian has moved in.
The bathroom actually is a pretty good size for a cruise bathroom. We have some good sink space here. We can put some stuff. It looks like there's storage under here possibly. And the shower is right over here. And of course the toilet. But at least you can turn around without bumping the wall. And that's good in my book.
There's a little wetness under the toilet, so that's a little weird. And the carpet in here is a little bit gross. I did notice that one YouTuber went on about that for a little bit. Now, I got the unlimited soda package. It was $20, which kind of comes out to like $10 per night because we're just sailing one night over to Grand Bahama Island. Then we're staying there for a whole week, and then we're sailing back for one night. And he told me that the way that that works is I need to keep this receipt because I have a little sticker on my card that lets them know that I have the unlimited soda package. And then I'll get a new card on the way back, and I'll just show them this receipt. They'll be able to put another sticker on there. And to learn a little bit more about how we might have gotten scammed into taking this trip in the first place, click this video right here.